Good evening, Kindred. My name is Susan Mijares. I grew up attending church and really enjoyed Sunday school and learning various Bible stories. But when I took confirmation class in 8th grade, they told us not to pray about anything except big spiritual matters like salvation. So I thought I was on my own for everything else besides obeying the 10 Commandments. I feared God and saw him as a scary judge who would punish me if I disobeyed. While I liked reading Proverbs and Psalms, always looking for guidance and wisdom, unfortunately, I usually turned to other people for help and advice. There were 3 people in my life I turned to. First, my dad, who had some good insights but was not very God-centered. Second, my best friend, a Christian living a very worldly life. And third, my sister, an atheist involved in the occult. Now in my mid-20s, I was busy working, going to creepy nightclubs, and listening to very dark music. But I still attended church. Suddenly, it seemed as though God said, "Enough of that." And then my dad died, followed by my best friend who married someone I'd never heard of, and my sister found a new group of friends and began avoiding me. I had no more worldly guidance, no more going to creepy clubs, and I stopped listening to dark secular music. I was depressed and fearful, so in my desperation, I started intentionally reading the Bible, which is the true source of wisdom and guidance. I read that after being crucified and paying for my sin debt, Jesus was resurrected in bodily form as a man, not a ghost as I used to think. I also started listening to good Bible teaching on the radio, such as John MacArthur, David Hawking, and J. Vernon McGee. Additionally, I began attending a more Bible-based church and was really excited about my new saving faith relationship with Jesus Christ. About 10 years later, I grew impatient with God's work in my life and decided to do things my own way, which of course led to poor choices and many unnecessary and difficult trials. As it says in James 4:4, "Do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Therefore, whoever wishes to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God." I started to feel that my friendship with God was missing, and I hated the feeling of hiding from God and missing his presence in my daily life. As it says in Proverbs 28:13, "Whoever conceals his transgressions will not prosper, but he who confesses and forsakes them will obtain mercy." I turned back to God, who is forgiving and compassionate, and who has kept me from ever wanting to do that again. However, in all those years, I was never baptized. So tonight, I am here in loving obedience to be baptized. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan, for your testimony and the mercy that you have found through Jesus' death and resurrection. It is my privilege to baptize you tonight in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.